Today we were live for the motivational hour we do every Wednesday, 4 Eastern, 3 Central. And somebody asked me a question, Pedro, do you think DoorDash drivers, delivery drivers have a sense of entitlement? My answer to that question is yeah, some do, a lot do. We see videos, we've talked about it here, drivers complaining about when a customer leaves a $5 tip, which is a good tip. I don't care what you say. It's a good tip for a pizza. We see endless drivers on media accepting bad orders, sitting and crying in their car because they delivered to somebody and it was $2 or $3. Now, I've complained about it. I'm not going to cry. We don't have to take those, but we've seen it. The entitlement is real with some people. We've seen drivers accept orders, open up a pizza box and put cold air on a pizza. We've seen drivers in here, they shake soda bottles when somebody isn't tipping them. Why are you doing these orders? You feel that entitled to a tip? Just don't do the job. The irony in it is consumers feel entitled for us to deliver it, regardless if they tip or not, and drivers feel entitled to a tip. So we're just at each other back and forth. Nobody wins. I do think most people that do these deliveries are good people. They're just delivering food with good intent. They're good drivers doing the right thing. But there are enough drivers out here that definitely feel entitled. They think every order should be $10, $20. Every tip should be $10 or more. How much should we really be making doing this entry-level job? No skill job. I say that as I'm on a delivery right now, getting ready to go drop one off. No problem with doing the work. But where's the entitlement come in for doing this type of work? Should we be mad at the company or the consumer? The company's paying us, but it's paying us based on what the consumer gave them. And they'll even send out an order that's $2 or $3, which is criminal in my opinion. But should I feel entitled to making great money doing this type of work? Should I be accepting orders that are trash and making people's food cold, shaking soda bottles, knocking on doors, begging consumers for tips, and shaming them when they leave a tip? Are the entitled drivers making us other drivers look bad, therefore we're making less money because of the experience the consumer had with the entitled driver? Listen, an entitlement is different than knowing your worth. We should be taking orders that are profitable, that make good sense for us money-wise, and that's it. So take it at the face value. Make sure you're maximizing your opportunities on the apps, and that's all. I think as we see as some drivers work in this service industry of delivering food or people for a long time, you get frustrated. We've all been there. You work at a job, you do something long enough, you start to get frustrated doing it, and you see some of the negative things, and you do it thousands and tens of thousands of times, and you're gonna maybe feel entitled because, hey, I should be making great money. I'm a veteran in this app. Why are the new guys getting all the good orders? What do you think? Are you an entitled driver? How much money should you be making? How much money do you deserve in your market for the vehicle you drive and the time you give it? Let me know in the comments down below. And then, as a reminder and in closing, we're going to see bad shit. We're going to see good stuff. We're going to have good days, bad days. It's gig work. We're going to see bad offers. We're going to be like, I cannot believe this person wants for me to shop 100 items on Instacart and there's no tip. I cannot believe the balls on this human being for me to find all their items, wait in the line, bag it, deliver it to them, and they're not going to give me $1 for my service. That's going to happen. We have the power and control. We should never be delivering to those entitled consumers, because an entitled driver and an entitled consumer cannot match. We need to be matching good drivers, good consumers. Let the entitled, miserable consumers, let them sit at the bottom. Let them wait 5 hours for their Instacart. Let them wait an hour for the McDonald's. If they don't want to tip, we need to learn and not enable them. But we should not be entitled to this type of work. Just don't do the type of work. Don't shame the customer any more than just, you can shame them by hitting decline and teaching them a lesson that way. Because if we think we're going to teach them a lesson by making their food cold, shaking a soda bottle? Absolutely not. They don't care. Clearly they don't, because they hit 3 zeros on the app to give you money when they were suggested to do so. So clearly they have no cares in the world for you at all. So don't give them any of your time and energy by delivering them food or groceries. So do we have entitled drivers? We do. When you see them out there, check them. When they're in the comments, check them. Say, hey dude, you can't be acting like that. It's not going to get you anywhere. And how much money do you want to make? $50 an hour? If that's what you're worth, you probably don't want to do this type of work. Go get a skill trade, go get a degree. Because that's your expectation does not meet the reality of this type of work. It's a side hustle. And why all of us should be making $15 an hour minimum, regardless of market. Most of us should aim for 20 to 30, depending on your market and the time that you give the apps. And if you're not making that, that sucks. But we got to do something different. We got to realize the type of work that we're in and adapt accordingly. I'll see you guys tomorrow.